The pandemic's over. We're back to work. Even Latoya's got to work. See Latoya over here? She don't. She tried to hang out at home, and then the kids drove her crazy, and she came to work. So, look, we're this is the Operation Hope office. You may or may not have seen the office before. I'm walking through the office. Anyway, really excited today to announce that we did a press conference with Mayor Andre Dickens, Mayor of the City of Atlanta, this morning at City Hall, announcing that his Year of the Youth initiative, empowering all youth in Atlanta, City of Atlanta, Atlanta Public Schools. And one of the key signature parts of that was the Hope Children Savings Account program that his predecessor, Keisha Lance Bottoms, initially stood up. And then I really appreciate this, took it on and made it better, made it stronger, gave it additional resources. So $2 million committed by the City of Atlanta to open these accounts. Operation Hope is the manager of this, along with City, which is managing the physical accounts, so the money is appropriately taken care of. We're also going to try to get some minority banks, by the way, involved with this program as we grow it. We're going to try to get other corporations to match it, so we're excited about that. But today was about results. A lot of times you hear things get announced, it's a press release or whatever, and then it just disappears and there's no accountability. I love, to quote my friend Melanie Hobson, I love math because it doesn't have an opinion. Like, at some point you got to produce results to talk about outcomes. So today, as the mayor was announcing this initiative, I was able to also announce outcomes. Thanks to my team, some of which I just passed in the bullpen area, who work on this program. So here they are. There's 50,000 kids, give or take, in Atlanta Public Schools. We have opened up in the first cohort and the second cohort in the first year and change over 5,700. I hope I get the number right. I know it's more than 5,500. I'm pretty sure my memory's right. 5,700 savings accounts for children in kindergarten. This is in the school. You can watch the video that I posted on my Instagram, watching the crowd go crazy when I mentioned that. 5,700 new accounts for young people in kindergarten to get a savings account, wrapping financial literacy around that. And at some point, we'll talk about how that's going to migrate up to the 1 Million Black Business Program, credit counseling for their parents, and all that kind of stuff. But at the moment, it's cool enough to say that we have already invested $250,000 plus opening these accounts for these kids. We've already opened over 5,500 accounts. I think it's 5,700 accounts for against a population of 50,000 kids. So we're already at 10%, more than 10% of all kids in APS for the bank account, and we just got started a year and change ago. And if you, according to research, if you have a bank account as a kid, you are 6 times more likely to go to college, and I think it's 4 times more likely, I think it's to graduate from college, which is unbelievable statistics, just because you have, and I think it's even more likely if you have money. I think if you have money in the account, you're 75% more likely to go to college and finish college with that degree, which is unbelievable. If there's money in the account, it just amps it up even more. I can put a link to the research if you ask for it. I can put a link to the, actually I'll just put a link to the data so you can check it yourself. Pretty incredible. Atlanta is the 10th largest economy in the US as an economy. It is, as GDP, gross domestic product, it is larger than half of all US states individually in GDP, over $400 billion. But this is the third Reconstruction. The first Reconstruction was about freedom. It was after the Civil War, and Atlanta played a big role in freedom because this is where the battle took place that broke the back of the Confederates. This was where Abraham Lincoln got the moral authority to be reelected. Then you had the Civil Rights Movement, Dr. King, my mentor, Andrew Young, who's our global spokesman, and I love the man. He's here in Atlanta. He's a founding father as far as I'm concerned. That second Reconstruction was about civil rights movement. That was about access. So first one was freedom. Second Reconstruction was access. Third Reconstruction is opportunity between 2020 and 2030. And that's the color now is not black or white as in race or red or blue as in as in politics, but green as in color of U.S. currency. And that's why we want to give opportunity for all. It's not just about money, it's about mentality, and it's about creating the right kind of mindset so that we have more people like these young kids who came to me this morning, walked up to me with their business card and their product, trying to sell me something legal at the press conference, suited and booted. We got to make smart sexy again. We got to create people with a mentality that says, I can do anything I want to do, not just cash a check as an employee, that's cool, but write a check as an employer, as I did when I was a young person going through school. When I was going through school in Compton, a banker came in my classroom, taught financial literacy, and I remember asking him, what do you do for a living, and how'd you get rich legally? I was serious. There's no skyscrapers or office buildings in my neighborhood. Like, who are you, man? He said, I'm a banker and I finance entrepreneurs. I said, I don't know what an entrepreneur is, but if you're financing them and it's legal, I'm going to be one. And that's who I am today. I'm an entrepreneur. I founded Operation Hope. I founded a group of companies. I spend most of my time at Operation Hope trying to do well and do good too. And tell you that you can do it too. We have Hope Financial Coaches now in 240 locations. And actually, this is Laura King on TV behind me. Her father gave his life, or his life was taken, Rodney King, and that's how we founded the first Operation Hope in the first place 30 years ago. I was just with her at a press conference in LA last year as we acknowledged the 30-year anniversary of the Rodney King riots, and so here we go again. But rainbows only follow storms. Cannot have a rainbow without a storm first. So 240 locations of Operation Hope around the country in 46 states and growing. Location increasingly near you. You can also download the Hope in Hand app. It's free. You can go to our toll-free phone number, 888-388-HOPE. Go to operationhope.org for programming. Go to Operation Hope channel for inspiration. Follow us all on social media, both Operation Hope and at John Hope Bryant. By the way, we helped to get that marker placed at the Memphis airport, Dr. King's last flight, in honor of the guy who made the second Reconstruction possible with my mentor, Andrew Young. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his life so we might have life. So we continue to both honor the past and live the future for you. I'm out.